Hey everyone, I'm Joe and today I'm going to be doing a book review of Lunar New Moon by McDonald. First I should start with the disclaimer part, and that is that I got a free advanced reading copy of this from the publisher, which is GoodReads, via Netically for an honest review, and indeed I read it on my Kindle, by the way. So first of all I'll talk about the plot. The book is set on Luna, or the moon, obviously as the title suggests. And on the moon there are 5 dragons. The dragons are essentially mafia families, basically, where each of them have their own specialities and certain interests that they are focused on. Obviously they are very competitive with each other and indeed very aggressive with each other. Of course they don't need to be aggressive all the time. Sometimes they will work on certain ventures together, but generally it's all in the family, as mafias tend to be. The family or dragon that the book focuses on is the Corta-Helio family, whose matriarch is Adriana Corta, who was the one responsible for creating the company over 50 years previously. And she is now in the twilight of her years. She's starting to get concerned about her health and also the future of her business, for when she wants to essentially sort of step aside and step completely back from the business, and she wants to make it sort of nice and stable and steady for her children and extended family to take over and basically leave it in a really good situation. Unfortunately, as you might have guessed, this doesn't exactly go very smoothly. There are external pressures from the other families and indeed Earth and indeed even the lunar society itself, as well as internal issues which I'm not going to go into, and indeed that's all I'm going to talk about as far as the plot is concerned, because of course otherwise I will probably end up giving away spoilers, which is a no-no. So first of all, I'm just going to talk about the fact that there is no central main character or pair of main characters. The focus shifts between Adriana as the matriarch and all her children, as well as several other significant and important characters to the family. And indeed there's several other characters within the other families that it has some light to focus on at times as well. This shifting style does work really well once you've got used to it. However, this was one of my main problems, in that at the start it does come across quite harsh, and the first 3 chapters in particular I had trouble with and I struggled with, frankly. I'm not going to deny that. It made it a very tough start, and there's just something about the first 3 chapters that I can't quite define that made it just odd. It didn't quite work for me. But after those first 3 chapters it really did pick up. The pace sort of evened out and I understood what was going on more, and afterwards I really enjoyed the book. As I've said, there is no central main character, but the closest thing to a central main character would have to be Adriana Corta. She's a strong female lead character. She's had to fight her way into the position of power where she is now at. And she has a real sense of history and a proper background, which I really liked reading about and learning about. One thing that I liked about the character of Adriana was the fact that she's a strong character purely because of her own merits. She's not strong because she's having to rely on a male character, which is often the case in other books. With Adriana that's not the case at all. She's strong, she's ruthless, she cares, and she will also hide how much she cares if it requires it to basically build up this empire for herself and her future family. The 3 main subjects that McDonald talks about is gender, sexuality and self-worth. Well, at least that's how I see it anyway. Due to the way that the lunar society works, in that everywhere that you live and you work is man-made, there is no open areas. It's all underground in big domes and big man-made towers. Therefore there is no soft life there. Only the strong survive. If you are weak when you go to the moon, then you are going to die. Probably quickly and probably not very pleasantly, frankly. Due to this, nobody can hide from their problems, so everybody has to deal with things face to face and quite openly. As a result, the characters can often be quite liberal and the society as a whole is quite liberal, which is actually quite interesting, and it presents some quite interesting ideas and thoughts which I was quite interested to read about. Overall on Goodreads, I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. I really liked this book. I did initially, admittedly, think about giving it 4 stars due to the rather harsh and unforgiving start, but the book picks up so much and it gets you so invested and involved in the story that frankly it earns that 5 stars really well, and I was really happy that I got this from NetGalley because it was well worth reading. Oh, and a quick final thought is the fact that I didn't realise until I'd actually finished reading the book that this is part 1 of a duology, so there will be another Luna book at some point in the next few years. So with that said, that's pretty much it for this review. If you've read the book or would like to read the book, then please say so in the comments below. I'm always interested to talk about books with anybody and everybody, frankly. All my social media links will be in the description box below, as they always are. And with that said, that's it for this video. So thanks you for watching, and I'll see you another day. Bye for now.